How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Most of you probably knew this was coming. This is for you specifically, Camarilla, seeing you requested it. It's a game I was going to play anyway, but I thought we might as well make it a series anyway because, as many of you know, I have a deep love, or at least Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which, as you may know, I nominated as one of my 10 favourite games of all time. So that's, you know, saying something. And while I may be a fool to place my hope in this blowing my mind, I can't help but just really hope that it does. Just like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, you know? It may never come out, but I just like to hope that maybe it will, and by some miracle, when it does, it is also fucking amazing. I know, just let me be naive, okay? Let's play the game. This is going to be a series. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a full Let's Play. But it will not be every day. It'll just be whenever I get a chance, because this will have predictably low views. Tell me right now, how many views has it got? 1? Is it you, Camarilla? Anyway. Because this is not exactly the kind of thing we normally do, but I'm pretty excited for this. Let's get in, shall we? I mean, if it bores the tits off me, then maybe we'll drop it early. But we shall see. We shall see. I have high hopes and low expectations. What a great combination. Being Epic exclusive did not set my sights high, you know. But you know, whatever. Vampires walk among us. Unknowing, we built their cities, fought their wars, and sated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have been organized into rival sects, the largest of which is the Camarilla. We don't get to make our characters, do we? In its domain's Camarilla courts enforce the Masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the Masquerade is punishable by final death. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. After much conflict, Hazel Iversen, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers, known as the Hartford Chantry. Interesting. Another prince to hate. Cool. This alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince the blood trade. The trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate. We're playing as 3 distinct characters, I believe, if I remember correctly. We don't get to make our own character. And we have to play as a Ventrue, I believe, as well. So
just get this going.
God damn it.
There, ready.
Poncy pricks.
We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Try this. Focus on your vision.
No, it's happening. No, it's too late. It's too late now.
I believe this was developed by the same people as the Council, on that note. Which I believe was... I haven't played, but people seem to think it was... I'm pretty sure it was regarded as a pretty decent Telltale-style game. I've wanted to play it, just never got around to it, you know. Like many things. Hopefully they brought their A-game for this. To a beloved franchise. You're a Malkavian, I believe?
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Oh yes, duty calls.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck. Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
Okay, what do we got? Dialogue. In dialogue, some answers require the use of skills. Your skill level is compared with that of your opponent. The higher rating wins. You cannot use a skill if its rating is 0. So a skill consumes willpower. If your opponent wins, you'll gain a few willpower at the end of the dialogue. Okay. Psychology or persuasion? I have no persuasion, so she has nothing to hide. 100%.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
What's code red? That's a good chat.
Did
Good
you say
start.
this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house.
I see.
For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
Sounds like a pretty safe
I'd
place to
have
be.
preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
Clean house.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Kill everyone.
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that may betray our network and relationships.
Shred everything. Before the IRS come in.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Burn the house
Come on,
down.
tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
Do we have a choice?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
I'll do my best.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amim. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Jesus. Disciplines. Vampires have supernatural abilities. Okay, usually inherited for their clans. What clan are we right now? I don't even know what we are. And our current one. Hunger. Using a discipline generates hunger. Okay, so that's like our blood meter in Masquerade Bloodlines. Hunger is a value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of powers. A vampire at their hunger limit risks losing control, so it's exactly like Masquerade. Cool. So we can use presents to flatter April, which has a 0 chance of success. Or we can back Journey up, which also has a 0 chance of success. Fun.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
MM. My dear MM. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole
Does
thing.
she have
for goodness
vitiligo,
sake.
or is that like
Listen, both of
part
you.
of the vampirism?
From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you.
I have that
Prince
too,
is
but
furious.
it's hard to tell because I'm so pale.
You're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
We're in control. Like, fully in control.
It's gonna be a long night.
Show goals. Answer the prince's
Miss
summons.
Lewis, welcome.
Man, we are awesome looking. It's a pretty good looking game, man. They've got a serious case of 2000s here, but other than that, it's a really good looking game. Everyone's
Who's she, Caleb?
everyone's wearing a cap
She
for hair.
smiles like a Toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
Everyone should have been at the party.
We should have all left by now.
Are you worried about the code
We're in
red?
control of him now.
I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a...
Are you a Nosferatu or a ghoul
I
from
know what
Fallout?
you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
Are you a ghoul?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
Well, he looks pretty evil.
He is tortured by a demon. We all have one.
He looks like
The
it.
beast that preys upon him is a love of money. If someone held a stake to his heart and cried your money or your unlife, he'd ask you for some time to think it over.
It's his greed, then, that cost him your favor?
Everything about him was disappointment.
Fucking
Never
ruthless.
forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Dejan.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
Oh man, I wanted to have a conversation.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill by 1 or 2 levels. Cool. The more you increase your focus, the more willpower cost increases. To be focused, a skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Okay. Tie. If the skill or discipline levels are the same, the outcome of the conflict is uncertain. The chance of victory can be influenced by a number of bonuses or penalties as well as spending experience points. I see. I guess we have to do rhetoric then. 30% chance. Feels like a waste. Might as well just lose on purpose. Alright, fuck it then. Let's do it. Your opponents can also focus their own skills. Unlike you, focus only allows them to increase their skill level by 1. The risk of opponent focus is represented by a percentage. The more aggressive you are, the more risk of an opponent. Okay, so if you're aggressive, they're aggressive.
You know what this code red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iversen, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen.
Oh, diddums.
As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
So what's Journey done?
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel
Messed up the party, is it?
I'd better hurry.
Doesn't seem like a big deal.
What about Jara?
Upstairs, you say?
I haven't seen her.
This way?
Councillor Drury is not here. Nor...
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
MM's my favourite character so far. Definitely. Though I'm looking forward to playing the Malkavian one. Are we playing Control all of a sudden, or are we still playing Vampire? There's a lot of floating objects. Kind of reminds me of the hospital part in Bloodlines in the city, which has that cannibal lady in it. Sorry, my memory's a little bit fuzzy, but you know the one. We have to climb up the beds and shit. And she's like killing a film crew that are making a horror movie there or something along those lines. You know the one. Maybe.
Is everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you. Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember? I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
I missed you so much.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here because Hazel wants to see us.
There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
They just talk too much in general.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on.
Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
She looks like a doll. The kid's creepy. Just saying.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, MM.
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That or she's a major drama queen.
Meme doesn't realize how serious it is? Let's go with that.
You shouldn't make light of the situation, believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a code red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Dejan asked for it.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
She can believe whatever she wants, I don't care.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening.
Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Oh, good. Alright, choose a profile, I see. The diva who lights up Boston's nights. But bringing light into a world of darkness can be perilous. knows this, but she doesn't care. Profile that focuses on knowledge and skills that allows you to go undercover, extort, or steal information. Improving attributes and a large selection of skills that allows for maximum number of interactions but with less mastery. Profile that focuses on dialogue skills and the physical attribute allows you to use the character's aura in conversations. No pre-attributed points. Now let's just go with free. We'll figure it out ourselves, huh? Character sheet. So you do get to, well, you don't get to build your own character, but you get to build her, I guess. At the start of the scene, previously earned experience points can be spent to improve the character's abilities. These abilities are divided into two areas, the character sheet and the discipline sheet. Each attribute affects a specific list of skills and disciplines. Attributes increase the chance of victory in a tie. Improving them will also decrease the willpower cost of focus. The use of knowledge skills do not have a willpower cost. They cannot be improved by focus. Okay, good to know. So we have the discipline menu. Okay, so that's your powers. Discipline powers can be passive and may be used in dialogue or exploration. Cool. Okay, so what do we got? Physical, social, and mental. So, intimidation, celerity, and in the celerity discipline, rhetoric and persuasion, as well as presence. Psychology, as well as dominate. So I guess we should have one for each because we're playing 3 characters, right? Is that right? Let's go with social. That seems like the most important one. We're pretty much going all in. A little bit of everything. I guess. I want to focus on persuasion, though.
Hazel.
Prince LaCroix?
Delson.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to.
I'm worried about it.
We bring Journey to me.
Why?
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
Friend? It's not your fault.
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
I don't have a choice.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
Can I bump this up? Education. I guess I don't have that. I'll keep silent then. I'll just shut my mouth.
Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, MM, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
How do you think about it?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, MM. I know you'll be up to it, but we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I have the utmost confidence in you, MM. Do not fail me.
You can count on me.
Any chance to use my talking powers?
Going on?
Give me someone that I can coerce. Everyone is smarter than I am, and I don't like it. It's just like real life.
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Sil. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course.
You got scary eyes, man.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it. I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
A safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. You can find them by exploring the surroundings. Only one prey may be sent to a safe zone at a time.
No news from anyone.
Find a place away from prying eyes.
Thinking about that? We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us.
Huh.
Got it?
Can we coerce someone to come with us?
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Here's a person. They're all separated now.
Did you need something?
Vessel. Hello, Vessel.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
How do I convince you to come and be blooded? Prey will naturally be revealed as you approach them. To feed, you'll need to find a safe zone you can lure prey to. Go after isolated prey. If it's surrounded by potential witnesses, setting prey to a safe zone will increase suspicion of you. Okay. Choose your prey. This lady. Obviously.
Do you need me?
Come with me. There.
Yes.
Now we're gonna get suspicioned on. Worth it. Vampires use their power to charm or subdue their prey and satisfy their hunger. When feeding on prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the button or you do not release it before the bar is full, the prey will die, drained of its blood. Okay. Okay, that was only a little bit, but we good. She'll be right. Some prey, their blood emotionally charged, have a resonance that your character will earn after feeding. At the end of a scene, a resonance provides an experience bonus for corresponding discipline. Oh, cool. If more than one resonance is acquired during a given scene, only the last one acquired is saved. If your prey survives, you may feed on it a second time. However, this will cause it to die and increase suspicion. Okay, I'm not going to kill you. Can we go now?
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Well, we're half an hour in, so it seems like this is the perfect time to wrap this episode up. I think. But we will be back for another episode at some stage.
I know that perfume. Jay.
She's been here. Auspex. Heightened senses. Auspex enhances your 5 senses. This condition reveals new interactions, detecting scents, listening to conversations from a distance, revealing the past of objects, or even experiencing premonitions. Cool. Activate.
What the hell could have happened?
Where did you go, Jay?
This way? How long can I keep this power up for? Is it going to drain my blood? Can I run? Oh, not you again. You want to fight about it? You and your stupid ass hat. Beat your ass.
Underwood and Fang. Bazori's ears must be...
Oh, not this guy. Creepy rich man. Dear all, please don't forget that if you have any issues with the archives, you need to contact Lazarus, not me. Thank you. Pass him the buck, huh? Swipe card? Oh man, I need a card. Well, I'm sure there's a card if I follow the stank trail.
Keltum and Lazarus. Nice one, gossip.
Follow that stank trail. Consult. Subject, maintaining order. I asked our retainers to arrive before sunset for more discretion. Still waiting for the paper?
Her last message to Abigail.
I need to track down the file on 1998 Solstice Party. Page 3 should be of interest here.
The file. Wonder where they put it. That could be of interest to me.
Yes. Okay. What did I just take there? Business card? Guest list. Okay. Not sure I care about that. I do need to wrap this episode up, but I am still curious to see what happens next. But this is a good time because I'm like able to wander freely.
Oh, you again.
Hello.
What do you want?
Nothing. Oh wait, there's more than one page. Hello.
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
So it would seem.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
What? I guess I don't have any psychology either. What does Jenny risk?
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst,
destruction?
Yeah. There's a good chance of that.
I won't tell anyone?
You can tell me. My lips are sealed.
The only way I can make sure you don't talk is to keep my own lips sealed.
Well then.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
I have a feeling she doesn't like me very much. I don't know what's giving me that impression, but I just got this feeling, you know?
Bosley's looking for answers.
You really need to find like the card or anything. Anything that lets us do anything. Wait, this way. Alright, we're gonna wrap this one up here before I just get too carried away. I'm enjoying myself so far. We shall see how that goes. They're gonna be half an hour or so episodes, and I don't know when I'll be releasing them. We got Corpse Factory coming out in like a week's time, and that's gonna take precedence. But whenever we have a free moment, I'll do some of this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting out to me, and I'll see you in the next one.